Kanagiri Educational Management Program now present emerging political trends 1977-2000, of which Assam movement we are going to discuss. This is of Social Studies of 10th class, chapter 18. Emergence of regional aspiration, as we have studied about Andhra Pradesh, Telugu Desam Party. Now we are studying about Assam movement. A similar movement, much stronger demand for autonomy. Earlier we were discussing about the central government, and then they could not able to give autonomy to the states. So that was the demand for autonomy was taken place in Assam. Besides Assamese, Bengali was also a major spoken language from British time. Bengali speaking people were treating the Assamese speaking people as second class citizens. It has happened there. They were treating the people, those who are speaking Assamese, they were treated as second class citizens. The state is being close to Bangladesh. Whenever there was a problem of political instability, naturally from Bangladesh, people used to migrate from Bangladesh to Assam and created a huge discomfort to the locals. So being the border of Bangladesh, there was any instability in Bangladesh, people used to come to migrate, and then they used to create hell of problem to the locals. Local people felt that they would lose their cultural roots, may be outnumbered by outsiders, because the more numbers will come, then their identity will be lost. And then there was unhappiness that led to social movement. That movement is called All Assam Student Union, AASU, was forefront in this movement. It was organized all protests against the central government. The youth were quite stray and protested. They were very particular about this because they want justification about this. In Assam, it was mainly for the word to be removed outsider, because Assam, they say that you have to remove the word outsider. We came long back. Then you should not term as outsiders. Besides cultural, demographic, there is also an economic dimension also in this issue, like the major protests are on tea and oil. And then we have to be very specific. Tea and oil produced in Assam was not benefiting the local. So whatever the tea and oil, the major produced, were not benefiting the locals. So the main thrust being due importance should be given to locals in employment. That was their main agenda. Communal polarization, as it is being the most of them are Muslims, anti-Bengali, anti-left and anti-Assamese movement also taken place. As the agreement was signed between AASU and the central government headed by Mr. Rajiv Gandhi in 1984, with this, the central government stepped down and then allowed election much earlier than the scheduled term and in time. So the central government realized that, and then they have stepped down because of seeing the movement. Then the elections were held. When elections were held, surprisingly, Assam Gana Parishad, AGP, an offshoot of AASU, came to power. It is quite interesting phenomena. The political transition, however, did not resolve the long-term problem which gave rise to the movement. The border with Bangladesh could not be sealed due to the diplomatic as well as geographic reasons. They want to erect fence everywhere because of waterways and hills. They could not succeed in this. It was being very difficult to differentiate the old Bengalis settlers and fresh migrant settlers. The problem was continuing, and then there was no check. And then what the mistake they have done here is they have given too much emphasis has been given to the ethnic identities, had a negative impact on the communities. You can see the other communities like the Bodas, Khasis, Mizo and Karbis. They too demanded for autonomous status because they were ill-treated. This led to violent attempts of ethnic cleaning or forcible eviction of minority tribal communities. So those who were minority, then people used to take advantage, the majority people. So still that unrest was persisting even AGP came to power. The central government stepped up and deployed armed forces in these areas and to reduce tension and bring peace. So this was the responsibility being the center. Then they have done because they have deployed the armed force and they want the peace because it is being the sensitive area. It was being the sensitive border area adjacent to China, Burma, now Myanmar and Bangladesh. Earlier it was Burma, now it is known as Myanmar and Bangladesh. We have provided map also for your reference on the last side. The rebel groups often demanded separation from India and procured arms and help from outsiders because normally if any sensitive state it has happened, outsiders will take an advantage and then they would like to keep unrest among that particular state. So these rebels group indulged in large-scale ethnic violence against minority communities. The problem of Bangladesh and Assam is developed into a complex inter-community conflict in a sensitive area, and then it has further complicated the issue. Finally, what it is required, broad-minded approach rather than the narrow-minded and quick solution. The think tankers should discuss and then should sit and then resolve the issue at the earliest. For the benefit of the students, we have provided the map over here, and then here the map here Myanmar is there, is Bangladesh is there. So this is the Bhutan, and then over Bhutan we have China over there. So this is the being most sensitive part of the northeastern state. So this is the additional information. We would like to know Assam Gana Parishad is a state political party in Assam, India. The AGP was formed after the historic Assam Accord of 1985. We discussed and formally launched at the Golghat Convention held from 13th to 14th October 1985. So Prafulla Kumar Mahanta to be elected as the youngest Chief Minister of the state. The AGP has formed government twice from 1985 to 1989 and from 1996 to 2001. Prafulla Kumar Mahanta, born 23rd December 1952, is an Indian politician who was the leader of the Assam movement, a former Chief Minister of Assam, 2 terms as we have already discussed, and the president of the Assam Gana Parishad AGP, a major political party in the Indian state of Assam. So I thought of providing the current information as well. The current incumbent Sarabananda Sonowal became the Assam's first Chief Minister from the Bharatiya Janata Party when he was sworn in 24th May 2016. We would like to have additional information what exactly happening in Assam. This is also, next slide is also an additional information. So for the benefit of the students, we are providing all persons living in Assam bearing the foreigners having diplomatic status would be enumerated in the census 2020 to be conducted in February next year. Registrar General of India told this information. An official in the state government said the NRs would make no impact as the census has nothing to do with the citizenship. We need to know what NRC is. The passing of the Citizen Amendment Act has set off protest across the country, with many fearing that the controversial legislation which grants to select minorities from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh Indian citizenship will be used in conjunction with the National Register of Citizens (NRC) to deem minorities as illegal immigrants. So let us see. I think government has doing their best. Let us hope. I think peace will prevail in Assam in future. So I think this with this, I think the Assam movement, it is going to be interesting for the students, and then I hope you have understood. We have provided additional information as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.